Nice log. Man, not even one hit. So cruel. Uh-oh. Log bait. Tesla Tower. It's about that time. Good defense. Oh no, Mega Knight got all over the bridge. Thought it was a different scenario. Log bait. Sheep hit. Incoming. Hit 10k. Yeah, it's not that difficult. Are you saying you hit 10k, or are you commenting on me hitting 10k, or how I've already hit 10k? There are a lot more we could talk about. Could be unrelated to the game, just a 10k that, you know, you invested in Microsoft. No? No more comments? Oh. Okay. Okay, confused them. You have 10k. Man, how's that shield not gone? I gotta take it out. It'll really bug me. Surprised we didn't see a zap here. Rage. Expecting some Skarmy around here. I know I saw a Skarmy. He just opted to lose instead of Skarmy. Thanks for the likes, Tingus Pingus. Welcome back. Man, what a day. Oh, I kind of messed up that. Oh well. Skeleton King. Kind of what I thought. Oh, never mind. Let's try this. Okay. Whoa. Mega Knight didn't survive. But the important card did survive. Yeah, buddy. That's some damage. Gosh. A little early for the spammers. Let's see if he tries to counter this. That would be disastrous. Oops. A little slow on the draw there. Oh. Golly. At this point, I need the Mega Knight. Come on. Seems like a bad choice. Go ahead. Keep defending. Not a... Not even 2 towers, thank you. One more box. Season over. Shards. Guess we're doing this one. The color of this arena makes me ill. Sometimes those Mega Knight smashes look worse than others. See if I can get away with something here. Well, yeah, we did something. Now we'll have to zap. Or we don't even need to zap. Wow. I was just trying to get lucky. And look at that. It worked. Right. Arrows. Guess I paid for my luck. What's going on? Who's out there tonight? Say hello to me. Wizard Witch. There's some things that never change. Yeah, let's try to maximize these bats. Yeah. Better than nothing. Wow. Oh boy. Wizard Witch Mini P.E.K.K.A. All pretty typical. Oh. Well. Oh. Got a hit. Oh. Trying to hit his face. The wizard's face, I mean. Come on. There you go. Well, we lived. Good. Good. Okay. I think that's like 5 pass royales I've finished this season. It's getting crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the 6th. It's crazy because I'm playing too much. They made these weird changes and it makes me want to play Trophy Road more so I can upgrade these accounts that were forever stuck at 6,500. Can I grind your account? 500k. I don't know if the answer would be no because I play too much anyways, and I got my own problems. But you know, it doesn't sound like the worst idea. I feel like that poison's not the best choice for some reason. Yep, pretty much. See if I can get away with a zap here. No. Alright. Guess we're talking little splash yard. Wait. Splash yard doesn't have a log. Or a witch. Unless you're doing the new splash yard with the goblin hut. But we already saw Tombstone. Is that it? Why do you need someone to grind your account 500k? I mean, feel like you're stuck? You don't like the game anymore? Who knows? It's like... I just like playing, so I guess that's why I overplay. It's kind of silly. Probably shouldn't play as much. But, well, I don't sometimes. I'm on and off. I'm kind of wondering how next season's going to be. That is good to know. I'm Faho Hayes Zebrew06. This is bad. 2 Evos coming in my lane. Do a little of this. Get out of my house. Oh, it is Splash Yard, but it's a different kind of Splash Yard. The kinder, gentler Splash Yard. Yeah, you got a little too excited about those Evos, I think. Thanks for the likes. Well, no other information you'd like to share? I'm Fahohez Sabdibru. No. No. Let's stop these from getting up the bridge. Bada bing, bada boom. Probably should have used this tornado on the bats, right? People these days. Okay. We just started this account, so let's play again. Whoa. Oh, shocker. Interesting. Oh, that's way back. Wow. Well, I feel like I'm gonna miss that firecracker. Yep. Missed her. That's okay. Look at the damage. Ouch. And watch, he'll throw a hog just right away. I mean, why wait for your elixir to catch up a little bit after that 3,000 hit point loss? No. No need. Might be a novice hog cycler. And that's okay. That's okay. We'll put some happy little bats on the board. Happy little bats with a happy little miner. Oh wow, dude. A happy little Evo. Oh, I don't like to see that. Oh, I didn't really need all that zapping, but hey. Kinda just looking for her. Yeah. Send it. Yeah, hog time. Mm. Where's the ice spirit? Mm. The log. Whoops. I zapped. Sorry. I'll just do this for fun. Dude. Oh boy. It'll be a long night. Wow. It's Coke is the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. I'm gonna do this. Looks like some form of log bait, but with a building. Well, there's that. It's the wrong building. You definitely don't want that building with a Mega Knight. There we go. Double Mega Knight. Probably got a zap. No, it's log bait slash Mega Knight bait. Yeah. Mega Knight Goblin Barrel Bait with a princess and a log. Couldn't decide on log bait, so you sent this sort of thing. Now we got to kill this cannon tower. Thanks for the likes. I'll try and kill this Dark Goblin. Yeah, I think that'll work. That's very good work, Dark Goblin. Good job. Thanks for the likes, Bray. Okay. I mean, this could easily be... He could take my tower with that princess. Kind of what I was expecting. His other tower's already down to 15, so... You know. Send it. It's being very... You know... We'll do a full push. Oh, I really want to kill this Dark Goblin. Yeah, there we go. I don't think that cannon tower is going to help too much. Let's send this. Wow, those Evo bats really survived. Why? Why, dude? Oh, because he's fighting for his life. I'm thinking the game's over, but he's just, you know, chilling. Oh, I feel like that Inferno Dragon would have won it for me. Given the opportunity. Okay, gotta get rid of some shards. Whoa. Barrel. Knight. Knight, Firecracker. Thanks, Bell. I guess it doesn't tell you when your comments get filtered from TikTok, because whatever you think he said, you did not say. I never realized that though, that when it filters people out, it doesn't tell them that they got filtered. I guess in that case they might tend to spam. Let's do that, even though that's a little weird. G, I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever the kids discuss these days, you can imagine that I'll be relatively checked out on whatever it happens to be. Hmm. Hmm. I think I will attack. What do you think? Do we have a... Yeah, it's there. Still not going to get through though. Hmm. That was pretty good defense. I'm upset. Find that upsetting. Princess behind this? We'll see. Okay. Thanks, G. Whatever you say. Double threat. See if we can make things a little confusing for our opponent. That's not a very good log, my man. My zap was way too slow. Way too slow. Hmm. A lot of princess cheapness at the bridge. I mean, do I get to do anything else with this game besides play against log bait? Nope. Suffer thy log bait. Suffer, suffer. We're gonna do that and that and that. And I missed again. My zap zap skills need a lot of work today. Okay. Following up a bad thing with offense is never a smart idea. Since she's kind of stuck there, I'm going to do this. Do 1,000. It wasn't even. That Inferno Tower didn't even stand a chance, did he? Anybody else want to talk to Uncle 18 Weapons? Keep me company while I finish my boxes. Grandpa's got to open his boxes. Yo, Ben. You know, I was just about to say, a lot of people have the same names on here, so it's hard to tell when I know the Ben who's talking to me or the Logan who's hanging out, or I don't know the Logan. The Logan I know is another Logan, or the Ben is another Ben. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're new. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. There's a couple Bens. I mean, I am complaining. Thanks for the follow, Cross Stopwatch. Literally that guy's name, Cross Stopwatch. Thanks for sharing live, Michael. Yeah, share the live, guys. Let me tell you about an idea I've been thinking about. I think we played so much this season. Yes, I do. I have a lot of accounts. What's happened so far this season is we have opened past on at least 6 and finished. We finished free pass on at least 6 accounts this season. So I think I want to do a experiment tomorrow where I purchase past royale for all of those accounts and analyze the results. You're supposed to only get like a 1% of the. Just waiting for something to happen there. Oh, it's not so bad. I kind of like that. You know, it's like a 1% for a 5-star, but even the 5 stars, you know, the legendaries, they don't. Thanks for sharing live, Ben. Ooh, I guess I'll take a jump. Trying to avoid the jump, but I guess I could have avoided the jump. What was that? He cloned a Meganite. Anyways, if I bought multiple passes and tallied the results, I think that could be a lot of fun. But I don't know. I'm considering it. What do you guys think? Could that be fun? Results of like how many 3-star you get, how many 4-star you get, what kind of 5-star, you know? Like if I was lucky enough to get a 50k elite wild card, that's a bad placement. It's my fault. You know, just intrigues me. It seems like a lot of people are interested in. Yes, I agree. There are stats. I'll probably buy them either way because if I'm gonna finish 90 free things, you know, let's do this. This guy's getting a little too much out of his Meganite attacks. Oh, cool. Send Meganite. Send it. Get a hit. Yes! That is so cruel. Guess I'll attack that. He's gonna try and spam up the same side. I mean, that's the wrong approach for the clone deck. Okay. Might get a hit, but oh, I thought that was too early. Hey, Roadster. I've been good. How you been? Yeah. Enemy spotted. Guy with the clone stuff. Ish, will you stop? He doesn't want to stop. He wants to keep it going. 1 and 2. That was a pretty good hit. Wow. Just absolutely wrecked that guy. Yeah, yeah. Got a P.E.K.K.A on his other tower now. Got a Meganite this one. Dun dun dun. Thanks for the follow. Coaching session. Is it a coaching session? Am I coaching? Feel free to introduce a topic and I will coach. One thing you can get me to do is talk all day. You know, and it's not boring if I just keep on talking, which could be to myself. Morpheus? Sorry, I saw something about the Matrix earlier. It's making me laugh. for 9k? Guess so. I haven't really been paying attention. Wow, another Mega Knight. Send it. You know you want to. I was thinking definitely a firecracker was incoming. And I was right. So I want to take a little damage. Oh, wow. Ooh, that is a great spot for my magic archer to be in. And we're hoping for a Skarmy. Oh yeah, beautiful. Send it, Skarmy. Skarmy. Nope. There's no Skarmy. Shockingly. Last match was a Skarmy. Yeah, that cannon. Wow. Like, he must have practiced a lot for that right at the bridge cannon move. I wish I would have thought about the firecracker a little bit. Oh well. Ooh, I don't need that. Thought I might need that. We'll just take a few hits. So what am I doing? Coaching? Is that what we're... Is that the request? Coaching. Okay. Bridge spam 101. You basically win against Mega Knight. Just kidding. Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm going to wait for... oh, well. See if I can save that magic archer. So things like that definitely help. Yeah. Cool. Expectation. Just small improvement tips or maybe a replay. If you want, you could join this clan real quick and play a match. Or are you stuck in a clan where you have to stay? I'm open to it for at least one match. Do it. Okay. Just a second. I'll have to leave. Oh. Save 60% on Vessel of Hatred Deluxe Edition. And I love some Diablo, I'll tell you that. Can play, but I'm around 7k. Oh, I don't know if you want to play specifically versus me. I was thinking you play like Trophy Road or whatever you want to play, and we'll watch your match and um, try to give you some pointers while you do it. So like, the only thing is there's a delay. I know there'll be at least a second or two delay. So I'm gonna have to give you like pointers in advance. And yeah, you definitely don't want to watch the screen while you do it because it will throw you off the delay. All right. Um, what clan is this? Samurai Showdown. Okay. So I will leave and open a spot. first deck. Oh, it's open. Clan's open. There's just... There we go. So now I have opened a spot. No, no, I'm not joining. Join this one. We can do it now if you want, or we don't have to do it right now. It's up to you. This will be fun. A fun experiment. Sidetracking me from opening my boxes, but for your progress in Clash. Samurai Showdown is the clan. That's show without a W, but the W's in the down. Taking... Oh, is that you? Okay. Nice, good job. We see you. Do you see the delay? I'll emote again. So, yeah, there is a delay. But go ahead, whenever you're ready. Oh, you're higher than a lot of those accounts. Yeah. When you play, this eyeball should come up on the screen, and then I can click it. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen the delay by now, but I mean, if you're 7,000, you gotta have average skill level. Wait, do you want me to analyze the deck first? Let's look at the deck. Let's see what sort of deck. Oh. You're kind of split there between bats bait and log bait. I'd probably commit. Do you have log unlocked? And oh, check this out. I can look up your cards. It's crazy. royaleapi.com. What is the name of this human? BHTN. There's probably only like 5,000 BHTNs. In which case I'll have to use that tag. Yep, there are a whole bunch of them. So, tag, player tag. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen. Just give me a second. I'm trying to look up the cards that you have. What is that, 00? URQ, RQ, JL8, JL8. Failure. See, this is why I can't have friends, because I don't understand how any of this crap works, because I've never used it. I'm up O's instead of zeros. Nope. Come on, I just want to see the cards. URQ. JL8. It can't find you by that tag. Oh, wait, there we go. Whew. Sorry. Alright, let me go back to the chat and see what we were talking about. I have almost everything. Yeah, but it depends on the levels. What should I switch? I could honestly try. Just try a deck. You give me a... No, that's what I'm trying to do. See, I can look at your card levels. You're leveling 13 cards, so you've only got 6 level 13 cards, so technically you want all 6 of those cards in one deck. Yep, that's how the game works if you're doing Trophy Road. I mean, unless you're doing a level cap thing. So see, you want this Knight, Firecracker, Royal Hogs, Wall Breakers, Mega Knight, Goblin Barrel, all in the same deck. Um, if you're really a stickler and trying to go for more control, then yeah, you could probably use the Evo Firecracker, Evo Mega Knight, Log, and build some sort of a log bait deck out of that. But see, your your building is the thing that's a lower level, so you don't really have a good building to stop that. I would probably try log bait with your account, or I would try hyper bait with the um, boss bandit. And this is only till the balance changes. I mean, so you got like 1 day to listen to my advice. Or I would try Mega Knight Goblin Barrel Bait and probably throw in the Royal Hogs as well. Just to, you know. So let me try to. So check this out. Go to the deck. If you use the internet to make some decks for yourself, go check out um, royaleapi.com and then hit include cards. And basically, you want to start typing in your favorite level 13 cards until you get a deck that's got mostly level 12, level 13 cards in it. So I can definitely see, I mean, some sort of Royal Hogs thing going on. But Royal Hogs Mega Knight can work pretty well too, actually. Um, Royal Hogs Mega Knight Skarmy is definitely a possibility because that kind of creates a trifecta of swarm and countering. All sorts of things you can do. Anyways, let's try to find the best deck though first. So this is your coaching session. Let's do the best deck first. So the first and most rarest thing you have is the evolutions, right? So you've got a Mega Knight evolution, a Wall Breakers Evo, and a Firecracker Evo. So I would start with which one of those you think you have to have in the deck. So let's start with the Wall Breakers Evo because I feel like the Wall Breakers Evo is going to give us some better options. As soon as I can find it, there's like this big list of cards on Royale API. There it is. Jeez. So hard to see which one's which. So right up there at the top of, and then what you do, I mean, I've done this on a lot of accounts, as I've probably shown you. Sorry, my screen's kind of, I think I'm doing too much. Yeah, you've got those Evos on the Snowball and Dark Goblin and whatever. The Snowball might come in handy, but the cards, like I said, you want to use the highest level possible. Highest level possible. Um, Mighty Miner, Wall Breakers, Royal Recruits seems to be one that is high, but your Royal Recruits are low. Um, yeah, this is this is what the homemade deck stuff is all about. You know, you don't have the cards that are that high of a level, so you just have to kind of piece together 8 cards that are a mix of your highest cards and about the best that you can do. Um, yep, and that one come. I knew that one would come up. So this Magonite deck, since you have Magonite and uh, well, I don't have Evo Magonite, but you'll understand. This deck that I'm about to show you, I mean, except for you're gonna have the Evo Meganite where I don't, you'll still use Zap, and you might be able to swap out some of the other cards. But this is a pretty solid deck in the meta for right now. I'm not, I don't think many of these cards are on the chopping block for the balance changes, but we shall see. Arrow Zap, good. And then this, and this, and what's your prince? Oh, your prince is a level 11. Sorry, I gotta block somebody. Block. See, a lot of it is composing the deck. So I could probably do okay on your account just by using your top 6 level 13 cards and throwing in a spell or something just to kind of balance it out. Seriously, that's probably what I would do rather than putting in a bunch of other things that are not high enough level. Wait, is my, I feel like my live is broken. What happened? Oh, no, it was just froze up on the screen here. Uh, well, hang on though. So this is a good deck that applies to you. So we'll review this one, but you'd have to work on the prince. Come on, where are the stinking wall breakers? You've got both these Evos, which makes it pretty strong. Uh, and they say use it with Dagger Duchess. Um, but it, like let's look at your towers. Yeah, you don't even have Dagger Duchess, so you would just use a Princess Tower. Not a big deal. Um, but like I said, let me finish my thought showing you. I want you to play with this deck. Let's just use all your top cards and then add in 2 level 12s. So we'll go with, I think the Mega Knight Evo and the Firecrack Evo will be the most damaging. And you might as well throw in Knight because it's level 13. And then let's get those Royal Hogs in there. I know it's going to be crazy. And then I'm thinking like probably Log Skarmy, but oh no, you need more ranged. So you got to have one more ranged unit. But then you'll have a deck with 6 level 13s in it. So. Wall breakers. And then we'll watch a game while you play and analyze your playing style. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Goblin Barrels. That's the tough one. To be tricky with Goblin Barrel in a deck that is not log bait is an art form. But you too can be that cheap. It's going to really annoy other players, but I could maybe teach you a little bit about doing it. So I'm thinking your highest level spell is log, and you need something ranged. This is 3.6 already. See, the problem here with going with that Dark Goblin is that both the princess, I mean the Firecracker and the Dark Goblin will get taken out by like arrows and really smashed by a log. They're going to be sending a lot of arrows and logs your way anyways with these two cards. Um, so I'm thinking since it's got wall breakers in it anyways, yeah, that's only 3.8. I would use this deck with your. I was thinking Little Prince at first, but see, Little Prince goes really slow on the defense, and Archer Queen can just annihilate a balloon. And you're going to come up a lot against people trying to go really fast towards your tower with maybe a Mega Knight or balloon. Why is my stream freezing? I feel like my stream's freezing. Anyways, make this deck and we'll play a one-on-one. Do a friendly battle. 1v1. Use that deck though. I'll show it to you. Here. I don't even have the Evo for the Mega Knight, but I think you'll get the idea. Okay, here we go. All right, so yeah, that deck. the main vulnerability, your card level will be much better, but all right, so how to start with this deck? You want to fool around and okay, you're going to go ahead and do it. I would maybe, since we're using the same deck, and I definitely wouldn't have done that. So you should slow down so I can talk to you. Now I've got exactly what I want. The Mega Knight over the bridge while the goblins can attack the tower. That's what you're looking for as a huge part of this deck. Here's your other coaching tip. You have to learn how to open the King Tower against Firecracker consistently and perfectly. So get really familiar with these tiles right near the King Tower. Some of the cards you can do a little further back because they run really fast. Some of them you've got to put right up there. All right, so as I was going to say a minute ago, now you've saved up your elixir and everything. You don't have the Evo with the wall breakers, but the thing about wall breakers is you have to look at the tower. So if the tower is a cannon or a dagger duchess, you don't want to split your wall breakers like this. There, try to kill both of those. I think there's a delay in the chat, but I'm hoping you tried. You didn't try to kill either one. That's okay. So, splitting wall breakers against Princess of the same level, one wall breaker will make it to the tower if uncountered. Right. So sometimes you'll see people do this, and they get one wall breaker, but the other one makes it. So it's a good way to split damage. These split damage too, so like you did at the opening, but you followed up a little too heavy. You don't follow up heavy early on in the game. Follow up heavy late. And then that brings us to the point where if you start to learn the cards that the other person's playing, you want to try to trick them. So that attack, your tank was running out of steam, so you need to slow it down at that point. And the way you slow it down is to start spawning them way back against your tower. Yeah, so is any of this helping? I don't know. That's like a whole bunch of things at once, but alright, now you play one against whatever opponents on the internet we can see. I hope anyone else is having fun watching you, but yeah, you shoved too many things at the bridge there at the beginning. So here, I'll play using this deck at this level because I don't care. Why wouldn't I? I'll upgrade that though. Now you think it could be tough, right? But let's see. I wonder how many legendary I have though. Oh, I have plenty of legendary, so let's just upgrade that. Dunzo upgraded and whatever. It all looks pretty good otherwise. Alright, so you gotta feel out more. Don't throw the Mega Knight early on unless you absolutely have to. Alright, let me try to focus. So feel them out. Never mind. Throw the Mega Knight immediately. See how fast the game changes though? You have to switch it up completely when you see somebody do that. So I think I'm gonna get crushed by this stupid Sparky, but it's better than nothing. There we go. Alright. So you understand why I did the Mega Knight, right? Because he's using all his elixir in one lane. I've got to... I mean, the Mega Knight's not going to be able to counter the Sparky after he puts the E-Golem in front of it. The level difference is probably going to be a big issue here, but let's see. Wow, he's playing really stupid. So that's good. No, he's not playing stupid anymore. He's trying to build his train. So this is the whole E-Golem thing. Yeah, you can't drop MK on Sparky. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I mean, I can't beat 3 level 15s with this deck, but it's good to... So you gotta do that a lot where you counter backwards when you're already losing. So when you're already losing, countering backwards becomes very important. Because you get the card to attack the tower. Sorry, I should have played a level cap mode with that deck, so it's not so silly. Here, let me copy the deck. As I was saying, like you got something attacking the tower, and you put it in between the tower. Sometimes it can take damage, and sometimes if you put it behind the other unit or even over the bridge, if you've got the bridge unlocked. Let's do classic 1v1. Come on. Oh, cool. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Lower cycle defense-based decks. Well, then you take the Mega Knight out and you use a you do like log bait. So there, he did exactly what we were talking about. He only defended one lane. All right, so start talking to yourself and analyzing the deck that they're using when you start the game. When I see Giant Skeleton, I'm usually thinking it's a clone deck. I might be able to. No, I'm not going to have enough time. Okay. This is where that. Oh, yeah, that's really nice. Like making noises. Like I'm happy about it. I'm going to chill a little bit, see how he counters. Okay. That's a really awful counter. I can't even believe that. Okay. So you know why I'm doing all this, right? He's got an Inferno Tower in here, and this is not like a log bait deck. It's just some garbage Inferno Tower to try to make his defense more extreme. But anyways, I guess I'm giving you tips on a deck you're probably not going to use, but the tips apply to all decks. It's just if you're going with a... Whoops. Oh, I did that too quick. If you're going with a deck that is... I should have staggered that because I think he had a log, right? And he didn't have enough elixir after the Inferno Tower. But all right, so we have a reset. I know he has a... I know he has a wizard, so I stopped a little short there. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna send that. Yep. I'm going to accept the hits from the wizard. You know, I want to be hit on the King Tower at this point. And you get why I'm doing that, right? Right, so this is where we spam that. And he fell for it, so we win. Gamble. It's just a gamble at that point, but hopefully some of those tips helped Buddy. If I were to change it into a log bait deck with the lower cards using what you have, then you just take out that. You didn't have to do that because that was not one of your level 13 cards. This isn't really log baitish, so I'm going to take out the hogs. And then I'd probably do some variation of hyper bait or double barrel log bait. So this guy and Skarmy might be good. And then, I mean, I can see why you need a tower, but your towers are level 11 and you have Skeleton King, which is level 12. I would maybe use Skeleton King, but it would be nicer to have a spirit. If you had like a fire spirit, it could really make that a dangerous deck. But I would maybe do it like that if you're gonna do some sort of log bait type of. I didn't use the MK at all. Oh, whoops. Sometimes it's things go too fast, so using the MK is a problem. But his deck was, I guess, a cross between trying to get me with like a. I mean, it's a little faster because he had skeletons, so it's almost like a lumber loon, but it wasn't quite a Lumberloon. But after I saw that he was using Skeleton Barrel and Balloon at the same time at the bridge, and you know it's a clone deck, his whole offense becomes I have to put this junk right at the bridge in order to surprise my opponent to get them. So that's why I increased the speed of my play. I mean, I've probably never had to uh, verbalize what I'm actually thinking that much in the games that I play. So against Log, Ice Spirit's going to get me, but against Hog, I mean, the intention. Random deck? One random? Or are you trying this one? I was going to say, against Hog, I'm often starting something right here to try to open up King Tower. I'm going to do this because I think he's... Okay, and he's getting a little too strong there. Right, he uses Log, so the Log bait is successful for us. So if you're log baiting, you have to get used to things like that. Here's the Hog, which doesn't get through. And I didn't need the log, by the way. He probably thinks I'm playing a deck that's not as fast as this one. But this is a very fast deck. Now at this point, we send the goblins again. This is log bait. I'm just using a Skeleton King in the hopes that... Whoa, that's bad. If they get through, but they're not going to get through. That would have been... So here, I'll split the wall breakers early on to draw out anything that's going to counter the Skeleton King. The log is going to counter the Dark Goblin. So I put the Dark Goblin there to kill something he throws in the middle. And I can't get my ability off because he froze me. So sometimes, yeah, I was about to say, they'll usually put a hog in front of that, so you got to be ready to counter it. That was way too late. So now we'll attack with everything. And that's a really bad counter. Ooh. Oh. Should see a log here. I can't go all the way back yet because, not just because of the log. Fortunately, he doesn't have splash damage. What? He telegraphed my log. That's not it. That's unacceptable. I'm going to attack her. I need to split, but it's been a problem. Yeah, he's gonna try to stop him. I couldn't stop the hog. So, obviously, he's trying to push through on that one. He used the log already. So there we go. Ah, he got it. He wins. Hopefully some of that's helping. Maybe it's not. That's how I approach my matches. Got to memorize hog cycle and log bait countering pretty much. So were you gonna show us one? Okay, go. We're spending way more time on this than I would have thought, but it's cool. Go ahead and start. There should be a red I near your name when it happens. Block more people. Blocked. I'm not seeing a red eye. Skeleton King, just get ready to mash that ability. It's good because he'll kind of clear out some swarms for you. You can use a tank in lieu of a tower often with log bait if you have those cards at a higher level. Thanks for like Rick Fish. Used to know a guy named Rick Fish. Okay. I'm not seeing anything, so I'm about to play another game because I get bored easily. Feel free to let me know if it's not working. Why? How does that even work? I know there's a thing that comes up. Okay, I'm playing again with it because I could have done a lot better than the other thing. Sometimes you gotta play a little while to get used to a deck anyways. Ew, too slow. So this seems like log bait. And since he did that, now I'll use that Skeleton King ability and try to get these through. Nope. This is a pretty decent log bait so far. I probably shouldn't have used the log bait there. But I'm going to get a couple free hits out of it, so that's always nice. Alright. Whether you use the Skeleton King or not, I mean, you've got to have something to stop bigger things like the Inferno Tower, unless you're using Hyperbait, which you'll have to counter everywhere if you're doing that. But this is the only reason I'm using the Skeleton King in your scenario is because you have it leveled up. Oh, I thought she would hit from there. Oh well. You know, get used to that watching that barrel as well, because like this one, if he's not a great log bait player, he won't know that I'm throwing it a little further back. So whenever you're using, he's throwing it a little further back to counter what I did. So get used to that trajectory, because you can tell when they're throwing it further back. When they're flooding the bridge, sometimes you've got to. Okay, and this is why I got Skarmy in here, because it's nice to have an extra counter with the log bait. Oops, I didn't quite need that. Yay, she got a shot. So I'm expecting that's good. This is all good for me, because he's really working hard to try to defend that. I'm going to send that over there. See what I mean? You can tell that he's going to that corner. Same with a lot of other decks. Now I'm going to do a full push, because that's just how it goes sometimes. And now I'm going to use the log early. And and I'm going to go in front of the tower now. They get confused. Everybody gets confused about where the where the skeleton barrel is going after a while. Whether it's slightly in front of the tower, you know, because the game speeds up so much. I can take hits on that side, so I'm chilling. I'll throw a little extra to the side here. I think he quit. He totally quit. Okay. Guess he figured, you know, he didn't want to play this long. Which is fine, but this is why I don't play these game modes, these level locked game modes very much, because the people are usually pretty good at it. They're pretty good, and I feel like I can win more in Trophy Road. Have you added to watch? I don't think so. No, I should see, because I am like co-leader of the clan. But yeah, when you're in a clan together, there's an eyeball that comes up. Hmm. Okay. I don't know how to add you anyways, but why can't we see your game? It's a little weird. Go ahead. I'll log in as the leader of the clan, see if we can watch it. Maybe I have to be the leader. I don't know. Yeah, I see you're online now. Go ahead. There it is. There's the eyeball. Maybe I gotta be the leader. I don't know. So like I said, there should be a little bit of a delay. Oh, it. Decent opening. You need to save. Wow, he just wasted 2 elixir. No, you need to save for the golem. No, not the bridge at that point. Take the hits from the lumberjack. No, take the hits. You gotta kill the golem. Extreme. That'll work. You're pushing bridge too hard again. There you go. Take the hits from that. No, you gotta start taking the hits from low hit point cards, because it'll save you elixir later. And see, when he did that, you could have put the knight or something in front of. That's decent. That's decent. You could have placed it even close. Don't waste your elixir though. Start spawning those cards. Okay, now focus on the golem. You got the damage there. Focus on the lane with the golem. Start with a slow push, Skeleton King or the knight. Yeah, exactly. You need something behind, like the firecracker. Way behind, like behind the tower. Yeah, you needed more air defense first. She could be even further back. Fortunately, she moves back, but see, that's why I was saying you put her way behind the tower. And golem pushes, they're really hard to slow down if they get going. So you have to, no, and you'd never attack. I mean, you're just doing that for crowns, I get it, but there's the delay on this is probably really annoying, but that was fun. Well, I wish I could watch the replay of that. from my account. Yeah. Um, when Golem's really far back, so that's the ideal Golem beatdown push is that they're going to start it all the way back at the King Tower. And you can stop it, but you really have to spread out the counters. Oh, we can just watch the replay. Okay. So you have to spread out the counters and so that they do damage without being easily countered at the same time. And that's why he's got Tornado is he wants to draw things in and have them take splash damage from the dragon and the bats to start to kill them. Hi, Beula. This is an okay counter. When I say take the hits, you need to take the hits. Like that Skeleton King shouldn't have been started there at that point. I know you get a lot of damage on that tower with him later, but if you want to improve, I guess one thing you need to think about is everything you do comes back, and you counter this, and you definitely shouldn't have. That's a waste. Just take a little bit of damage from that last baby dragon hit, or you know, like it's nice to counter things, but yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now you're learning. It all circles back. So if you accept damage from your opponent, but don't waste any elixirs, so you always have to be ready to spawn something. Like right here, you let like maybe 1 or 1.5 leak. Here, you need a firecracker like over near the king tower, really, or maybe way down here in the corner. And what you want is for her to be shooting. She only gets like 2 shots. You need her to get every shot possible to try to defend that. You were probably dead either way, whether you did the goblin barrel or not, but yeah, obviously don't go on offense when you're when you're defending like crazy. Um Here, I'll play a golem deck. We'll do one more. I'll play that golem deck that guy was using. Tornado. And you play the log bait deck. Need Golem Night Witch. Golem Night Witch. Baby Dragon. We had Zap. What else did he have? I can't even remember. Can you look at his thing and... Well, the only other way to show you is for you to play the Golem deck, and then I'll show you how I would have countered it. You got to spread out the board. You don't have a building to distract the Golem, so it's a built-in weakness of the deck. But you can definitely maximize your chances by doing certain things. I can't remember what else he had. Oh, I can look at his account. Yep. Oh yeah. This is like pretty much classic beatdown. Oh, cool. I can copy and paste. Did I lose you? That's about it. Oh, okay. Here we go. I guess I'm doing the beatdown. Which one am I doing? The golem or the log bait? If you do the golem, I can show you how I would have defended it. You just got to go copy that guy's deck. Oh well, whatever. I'll use golem. All right. So I'm trying to draw out you on the first card. So that's the only time wait. I mean, there's a few occasions where waiting for elixir to leak is okay, but at the beginning, it's definitely okay. I'll do a double counter here. Try to spread out those golems to get them in that triangle formation. Oh, I forgot this is an elixir collector deck. So what I'm looking for in elixir collector decks is an advantage in a trade to feel like, so this is how I would counter that with tornado. If I get a little trade, all right, now this is the important part. You're attacking too fast. I'm going to accept the hits. This is what I'm talking about. But now you'll have to pay a big price. You can put your Skarmy in there and everything, but the price is the elixir collector, right? Plus a little damage to the tower. And then it gets really nasty. This is a little different because we know exactly what the other person's playing. In a real match, you have to figure out a little bit more. This is where you have to perfectly open up that king tower, but I didn't because you distracted me. And I couldn't get Golem because you distracted me. But now you have to pay. Right? And you already saw that I had a zap. So now you're in much more trouble. That firecracker is the one where I probably would have started that way over. Way over, away from all this splash damage. Good, good. You're close, but now you really got to get in there before I get to the tower. Right? And I already know you're going to try that. So yeah. I'd say ultimately we probably talked about 1,000 things. Hopefully you learned a little bit, but um using the counters of that the other person's using against them is another part of the game. So you really got to memorize the decks very quick. Cool. This ends your training session. All right. I'm going to log off now because my throat's hurting me and I need a break. Good chatting with you, Broadster. Lucas, thanks for the likes. I'm going to log off for a few. I might log back on. I don't know. Good. Yeah, spread out those counters, Broadster. I mean, I liked the double counters you were doing at the end. That firecracker, the way she jumps back, you can put her across the board sometimes, and she'll still get aggroed to whatever's attacking your tower. And Dark Goblin's of course a champ, and you got to spread out those two anyways because they can be taken out by one arrows. So you really gotta. What's up, Bryson? We were just doing a training session for Broadster. He sidetracked me from my addiction to opening lucky boxes. I don't think I'm going to get many more accounts finished before the season's over anyways. It gets to be a bit much. All right, guys. So like I was saying, I got to log off for a little while. All right, good luck. Peace.